Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The holy name of the Lord is everything in this age. This is the common thread in all serious religion, and it has its origin in the Puranas, the ancient scriptures compiled by Vedavyas in the Himalayas 5,000 years ago and preserved throughout the generations through the Brahmana, the truthful section of society. So the holy name of the Lord is all in all, and we should not try to get assistance from anything of this material world, thinking that we can get some immediate result by, for instance, intoxication. And very recently I was listening to Srila Guru Maharaj. In fact, I was re-listening to Srila Guru Maharaj because I was right there when one lady was talking about the glories of intoxication and telling to Guru Maharaj, and like objecting to Guru Maharaj. In fact, when Guru Maharaj is saying about intoxication, it cannot help us, etc. And she made some objection in her own way, saying, LSD is not intoxication, it is reality. Well, Srila Guru Maharaj did have his response to that, and actually his basic response, because he saw that she was very excited and probably taking the substance herself, then Srila Guru Maharaj was saying very gentlemanly, go and take prasadam, later we can resume this conversation. Because he explained to her in different ways about nothing material can give us spiritual. So on this theme and other ways to see about our Krishna consciousness, then here are a few words today from Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj. So Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, the founder Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, the home of pure devotion in the line of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who gave Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, gave Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. And Jai to Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, his perfect example, handcrafted devotee, Srila Govinda Maharaj, who continued the succession, the sampradaya. And all glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who brought the whole world Krishna consciousness and also brought us to the lotus feet of Srila Guru Maharaj through his directions. So here we are reading a few words from Srila Guru Maharaj, and it is from the Sri Gaudiya Darshan magazine of 2006. Hare Krishna. It's in an article called Faith is Our Real Wealth. So Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. So why does our consciousness come down to this plane? Why doesn't it have a higher conception of higher spiritual existence? Instead, our attention is drawn to some material thing on the mundane plane. We think that some medicine or some intoxication can help us. When we cannot raise our consciousness to the finer and higher conscious substance, then we come to seek help in the material world, thinking, these substances will help me. But this thinking is suicidal. We cannot manage to have a connection directly with the higher conscious substance. Then we come to seek some means in the lower. So this is like the thinking. If we cannot manage to have a connection directly with the higher conscious substance, then we come to seek some means in the lower. Thinking, with the help of that, I will make advancement toward the finer consciousness. The matter will help me to understand, to acquire consciousness. Will help me to understand, to acquire consciousness. So the intoxication, the drugs will help us. Yes, I will acquire consciousness. Then Srila Guru Maharaj says, we are thus without faith in the agents of that absolute truth, the Vaishnavas. It is due to Vaishnava aparadha, losing faith in the conscious agents of the Supreme, that we go to the material substance, thinking, help me. I lose faith in the spiritual agency. And the long and the short is this, that we seek shelter in a material thing and we lose our faith in the higher agency. We can't see their grace. So that is the underlying position of an intoxication monger. No faith in the higher agent, that which is spiritual, which is soul-like in character, but more aspiration to get help from the lower substance. And then interestingly, Srila Guru Maharaj says, the scientific conception is also like that, degrading, losing faith in the spiritual efficacy, their grace or their position. So losing that faith in that position, we come below standard, no faith. We cannot put faith in the devotee, the scripture or the acharya. So disappointed, we go to seek help from some atom of matter. Yes, this will give me everything. Then Srila Guru Maharaj going to show some of the degraded ways. I can read it. I won't miss anything. I'll read it. It may be slightly longer, but I'll read this. And then Srila Guru Maharaj quotes, Abhyatitas tada tasmai stanani kalaye dadao dyutang panang striya shunna yatra dharmas chatur vidha punascha jachamannaya jatta rupam adat prabhu tato amritang madang kamang rajo vairang cha panchamam. So anyhow, this is giving us basically the 4 regulative principles and how they should be avoided. And Srila Guru Maharaj is saying that charm for the material world, dutam, to get money very cheaply, not in the ordinary constitutional way, but by cheating process, that is dutam. And panam is also like that, intoxication. That is earned by black marketing, a kind of mania for panam, intoxication. The energy I can collect in an ordinary sense, I am not satisfied with that. So, in some black way, by using drugs or intoxication, I want to amass some energy by panam. This is the meaning of panam. I want to gain energy by unfair means. And striyaha, that is raso vaisaha. He is the center of all ecstasy, but we go to collect that experience of ecstasy in a very cheap way from the material things. And sunnah is also a cheap way to develop the body. The flesh, mangsa, can be more easily utilized for the flesh in me than by vegetables. So it is all very easy, not in a regular and proper way to preserve oneself, but in a cheap way, by cheating. We want to aggrandize ourselves. And gold is such a substance that if one can get control over gold, he can have control over all material prosperity. The dollar, the pound, the rupee, and everything. If I can possess gold, I can easily get everything. This is cheating. With a small thing like gold, jata rupam, I can control the entire food chain. I can control all the necessities of human beings. Cheap marketing, not a regular life, but in a cheating process. So by these 5 cheating processes, we can become great, we think. So they must be given up. We must be plain, simple and truthful, and live here as a bona fide and sincere member where we are. We must be plain, simple and truthful, and live here as a bona fide and sincere member where we are. When you are put in the jail, do not try any other black things to help yourself, but sincerely give your labor as it is ruled, and you will be free very soon. And a very interesting and clear point Srila Guru Maharaj is saying, when you are a criminal, be a reformed criminal, then you will be able to acquire freedom. Already you are a criminal, and in the prison you are cheating others. So lead a simple life. Do not incur any further debt, but try to pay the debt you have already incurred. And with this process, you will be free very soon. Not by any artificial process, but if you adopt a sincere and simple process, not by diplomacy or any other thing, simply, I am the greatest criminal. Oh my Lord, please forgive me. This is the way to adopt, not any artificial means. It is only our love for artificial things that has brought us here. In the highest ideal, there is no place for diplomacy, cheating, or any of these things. This is the fashion of this Mayic world of misconception. To acquire anything too easily means to deceive others, but you can't deceive God. Simply go to Him and pray that I am a culprit, I am so and so, forgive me and accept me. Hare Krishna. This is a plain, simple way. And just short few lines just here. Your knowledge also cannot help you. Only jnana shunya bhakti, pure surrender, wholesale surrender. Do not use any reason there. Do not go to plead for your own cause. Complete surrender. Don't plead in favor of yourself. Rather, if you have to plead, plead to the Lord that you are the most heinous. That will be more effective. This is the way. Hare Krishna. Then Gurudev's, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Maharaj's next words, love divine. It is against the conception of the ontology of love that any particular material atom can give love, prema, heart's feeling. The heart can be purchased by a chemical. By using medicine I can get God. Use this medicine and God will come to please and serve you. I am super God and I am giving this medicine. Never. The simple way is love for love. Love for love. Give yourself and you will get Him. It is simple and pure. Surrender to the high with the H, capital H, and the high will come down to welcome you. Savadaman prityaja mamikang sharanang vraja ahang tvam savapabevyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. How comprehensive reasonable, and natural this is. Hare Krishna. So this is our reading today, and some focus on the 4 regulative principles that here Srila Guru Maharaj also stresses. It's not 4 but 5, and as Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj similarly stresses, 5 principles. And the 5th, Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada did not emphasize so much, because in the Western world he saw that everyone has got so much wealth, but instead to use that wealth for Krishna, not to use it for oneself, but all the wealth is meant for the Lord. But here we heard Srila Guru Maharaj explaining something of each of those 5 regulative principles, and starting, he was mentioning all this is brought about how the material intoxication or any other thing cannot give us the spiritual, which is Krishna. We must develop our faith in the Lord and our faith in the Lord's devotees. And with faith in them, we will find that we are getting paid with the real currency and not the fake gold, not fool's gold, but real gold. So some thoughts for today. And when we are a criminal, we mustn't complain about other criminals, or we are in the prison, all these people are bad people. No, we have earned our environment, and rather we shall try to be a reformed criminal and make our life successful, that instead of seeing everything as mine, basically enjoying what is the Lord's, stealing the Lord's property, we should see everything as the Lord's, and love for love. We will offer with love our mind, body, words, our food, our energy, our breath, our chanting. We will chant the Lord's names, we will chant the glories of the Lord and His devotees, His pastimes, etc., and not to talk over the mundane things of this world, hear about the mundane things of this world, except for the absolute necessities for knowing how to get a driving license or whatever it may be. And that driving license would only be for service also. So Krishna-centered life is possible. It is not only possible in the world of those who are always Krishna-centered. They find it impossible that people can be self-centered. How can they live just for putting themselves at the center and then having to go through so much trouble, disturbance, reaction, everything in a troublesome world? So here we are with some sobering thoughts from Srila Guru Maharaj this morning. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj, from whom we've heard this morning, Ki Jai Jai Srila Gurudev Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, who has truly given us Srila Guru Maharaj and made the highest teachings accessible to us all. But teachings means to put into practice. So let us all carefully put into practice what we hear day by day in our reading, in our hearing, and what we understand to be plain, simple, clear, honest and clean in our practices. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitana pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. My obeisances to all the devotees online, in the recorded version, and all the devotees everywhere. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.